Hello guys, it's William. We're going to show you how to change the fuel filters and oil filter on an SK140 LC SR. First, you're going to drain your upper fuel filter after you turn it off. Twist this. There is a bleeder screw up top, but it's hard to get to. So we just break it loose and give it some air. It'll eventually start draining. It's just got to get some air out of it. Break the suction. There we go. What I normally do is drain it to where I can see the fuel's down, and then I'll finish taking it off. I've shut the fuel off at the top so I can't continue to suck fuel into the filter. Seems like forever when you're on a video camera. What do you need now? Okay. Starting to come just down into the sight now. We're almost ready to pull it off. I'll let it get a little bit more and then we'll tighten it up. We'll close this off. We'll unscrew this all the way and we can dump it out. You're going to remove this O-ring. Tighten your drain all the way back up. I'm looking at the number to match them up. Can't really see it. What is it? Oh.
You gotta use something like a writer or something to see the top of that number. You just use your finger and it works.
That's not the right one. Let's do this one. This is the one. This is a fuel filter. Always open it up. Keep it like that until I put it in. Take the O-ring. They give you a bottom O-ring too. I don't always replace it. This is a newer machine. Probably has between 1,000 and 2,000 hours on it. So we service them pretty regularly. This is a contracted customer of mine. I'm the only one that's ever worked on this machine besides the dealer for warranty. We have a little grease here. A little grease on that O-ring. Helps it come off easier next time. Forgot a rag. Always try to wipe them out. Wash them out with some diesel fuel, get the crud out of the bottom of them. Everybody probably has their own opinions on that. Take this filter, set it in there. It sets in some notches in the bottom. So the ring's on, the filter's in. Set it back up in the end. Sometimes you gotta see them. There we go. Once you hit the O-ring, you'll have to use the wrench again. Kobelco supplies you this wrench in your owner's packet. When you buy a machine, they supply this wrench. Just go till it touches. You don't crank it down, or I don't. We're not going to turn the fuel back on because we got one more filter to do. To be this filter wrench. This filter is going to make a little bit of a mess. There's really no way to catch it. We're going to throw this one away and dump it. What I do is there's a hole right here underneath the machine. I set the drain there because you're not going to catch it. It's hard to fit anything under. They have a hex head underneath it, but I've never had any luck using them. I still use a filter wrench. It's a little tight. This is your fuel filter. Pop the plastic off. Here's the hex I was talking about. Here's the O-ring. We'll put a little lube on the O-ring. It's not so hard to get off. I like a little red grease. Try not to get it in the fuel filter, but so these fuel filters, you can't see it in here, they have notches that line up right here. You got to get them lined up to get them to go all the way up and on. There we go. It's hand tight. Now we do 3/4 of a turn. So we're on 30. One. That's about tighten up there. And then you'll turn your fuel back on. These filters are not primed. It has electric primer pump. So once you turn your filters on, you can go in and start the machine. You can crack this bleeder, allow the air to escape, go into a pan. I probably won't show that, but you just turn the ignition on. Don't start the engine. Put a hose on this, crack the bleeder. It feeds itself out. Once you get fuel out of there, then you're good. We're going to move on to the oil filter. It's pretty simple. We're going to grab this pan where we've got a little bit of diesel fuel. Put it under the oil filter. They didn't give you a whole bunch of room here. It's tight too. Jam it under there. It's tight. You know why it is? These Kobelco filters, they get extremely tight. And everybody can say if somebody put it on too tight. I don't believe they did. If our initials on there, they were the only ones that's ever serviced this machine. I don't know what it is. They just seem to get extremely tight over the period of time. I've pre-lubed this filter some. We're gonna put grease on its O-ring too. Just try to help it out. I mean, if you don't put grease on these, it's everything you got to get them off. I serviced some 210s that are in this fleet, and their fuel filters are some of the toughest filters I've ever taken off. I've done everything trying not to get them to stick. So it's hand tight, we'll do 3/4 again. Right there. Guys, let's change in an oil filter and 2 fuel filters, your primary, secondary, on an SK140 Kobelco excavator. Y'all have a nice day.